There's none special about me. If you say I'm special, I'm special. I'm not calling myself special though.
If you don't know him, honestly, you won't understand him.
He kind of made everybody come and play basketball.
He was very determined.
Proudly known as Kwab, a 6'1" point guard, is our number 12, Kwabena Antwi!
Talk about the heart and soul. He is the guts of Humber.
I thought Kwab was going to the NBA.
My name is Kwabena. I go to Humber College. Really and truly, I always played soccer. As I got older, maybe like grade 5, grade 6, we kind of stopped playing soccer and went to this basketball team called Motion. My sister always played, so kind of like go and watch her games and then kind of started to like it from there. She kind of like made me stop playing soccer as well and told me to start playing basketball. And I started pursuing it from there. I never really hate it, only cause like coaches and the organizers knew like it was kind of hard for us to come up with the money coming from where we come from.
My name is Sohaib. I knew Kwabena since 2nd grade.
My name is Hafid. I knew Kwabena since grade 3.
My name is Anastasia. I've known Kwabena since grade 3.
I live on Jamestown Crescent, the one way. It's a pretty bad area. We would say there's a lot of violence and stuff.
Our community has a lot of perspectives on it. Bad, usually more times bad. A lot of gun violence, stress.
I feel like while living around that community, you experience a few things, you see a lot of things.
Just like shootings, like robbings, like a lot of bad stuff that I wish a lot of people don't see.
My community has like shaped me in a good way. Just knowing like there's a lot of different things and paths that I could have gotten down because of the people that I used to be with. Growing up, we kind of branched off and they did their own thing and I stayed with like the basketball, and they wouldn't try to bring me with them, but I just knew like it's time to stay away.
Ever since Kwabena been around, we've been kind of feeling much better in the area. Because Kwabena kind of just made a new community spirit, you know? He'd be like playing basketball. He kind of made everybody come and play basketball. People stopped going towards the streets and stuff, and they were just, you know, enjoying time with everybody that lived on the neighborhood.
Through Kwabena, I met a lot of people. I gained great friends, a family now that I have people that I call family. So I think growing up with him was amazing. He's a great person. I
already know like this is not where you want to be, so. And I had these guys on my side, so we were always together like damn near every day. So it was like, I don't need to be over there. I can just be with these guys. He just pushed me to do everything that I'm doing now. It's like Hafid would always like tell me like, yo, you can do this, like you're the guy, this, that, and like. So I just kind of like listened to him and believed him. It's like, yo, maybe really I can do this. Sohaib was always there, like, you know, like probably my day one. That's another big part of it too. And Anastasia is always there too. It's like little clips she'll be like, yo, I remember I taught you that and this, that.
Like he is dunking in grade 8. He made us win 2 championships. I never won anything in my life. And we won twice because of him.
For school, I was part of a team at Greenham that won the first banners for the school in grade 7 and 8. It felt good to win something for my community and school before heading into high school. I played on several teams growing up and traveled a lot for basketball. As far as club teams, I played for a team called Motion and then Yace/Canada Elite when I was 13. Took my first trip to Maryland with Yace. Probably like once every 2 months, we would travel for basketball. We lost a lot when we traveled, but like it was still a good experience because it gave me an experience playing basketball outside of Canada. I also played for a team called TGK in my later years.
In grade 9 and 10, I went to a school called Thornley Secondary School. And grade 11, I went to a private school called United Scholastic. And grade 12, I went to West Humber. And I did a 5th year at a school called Holden Secondary School.
I thought Kwab was gonna be a D1 athlete in basketball.
He was very determined, seeing how hard he wanted things, seeing him work towards things made me feel like I can work towards my goals.
I always seen Kwabena, he was like waking up early in the morning during high school, going really far, all the way to like Markham to play basketball every day. He was just dedicated, you know? So I always just wanted to put that type of dedication into something I love.
So I had to get up like 6 in the morning, take 3 buses just to get to that one school across the whole city.
I think his biggest challenge was like during COVID time. Like, you know, so he wasn't playing too much. There wasn't too many gyms for him to practice in. So like he was kind of just trying to figure out ways. Like I remember I was walking down the street one time, I see him playing in Greenholm. There's no rim there. He just shooting at no rim, just putting up shots, just trying to get some reps in.
COVID year really messed everything up, honestly. Cause if that route didn't go, he would have been getting offers easily. 100% offers, 100%, I'm telling you right now. So that really messed it up.
I thought Kwab was going to the NBA, man. I thought he was going to the league, he was going drafted. I was going to wear a suit. You know, he was going to sit down. You know, it didn't pan out like that, but honestly, in my eyes, he's still in the NBA, man.
The year I went to the United Scholastic School, I didn't really like it. Like, not the school itself, just basketball. I took a hit that year. I didn't really. We played like 4 basketball games that year. So it's like, didn't really do anything. I wasn't in shape. 5th year was great. That's where I got most of my looks from. Like, you know, different universities will come in, different colleges. I think when I was playing there, I played in front of the most schools, different like universities and colleges. So I feel like that was a big help. The ankle injury that I had, I kind of got like undercutted and my ankle twisted outwards and tore a couple ligaments in my ankle, but I was okay. I felt okay, but they told me I should be out for 3 months. They put me in a boot. I have to wear the boot for 3 months. I was like, nah, no way I'm doing that in my 5th year, because it happened in December and the 3 months the season would be done. So I was like, no, there's no way. So I just wore it for a month and a half and then took it off, started practicing. I don't think it was a good idea at the time, but sometimes you gotta live with it, and I feel better now. TMU I always talked to from like grade 12, and like I knew the coach for a long time, so we were kind of like close. And I just realized like maybe I should, like I don't think I'm ready to start there. Maybe I should try to like go somewhere else then come there type of thing, like work on my game. Because the university levels and the college levels, the play is very different. So it's like, I feel like I wasn't ready just yet. So it's like, let me like try to go somewhere where I know I'll be the guy, or like I can play a lot and work on my game, then take a bigger step. Humber was always into the picture. Like my sister went there, so I was always there from like 12 years old. I was always around those guys, and I knew the coaching staff and even my head coach. I knew him from then. I felt like at the time that this is not where I should be. Like I know that I can be somewhere else, and I should be, or I should have been.
That's the truth. And I agree.
He's always striving towards his goals, and maybe Humber wasn't his first goal, but it's a place that found him and a place that he chose. Of course, he could have probably gotten somewhere that he wanted to if he tried a little harder, but I still think where he is at right now is a great place for him, and it's a community that will allow him to strive towards the other goals he hopes to achieve.
I ended up choosing Humber because I had the best relationship with the coach, and we always talked, like even if it wasn't him recruiting me there, he would help me like try to get to other schools. So I was like, why not just come here?
So I'm in my second year at Humber. Finished this season undefeated, 18-0. First ever Humber team to do it. And I feel like our team is the best Humber team ever. You ask anybody on the team before the season started, we told each other when we had a players only meeting that we were going 18-0. We were undefeated going into the playoffs.
That is such a big part of his game. Antwi flying in. Lots of velocity there. Antwi gets it across to the hoop. Kwabena Antwi trying to put the game away late in the fourth.
Semi-final game against Georgian. I ended up getting the player of the game, MVP, whatever you want to call it. I felt like it gave me a good feeling going into the next game.
OCAA Men's Basketball Championships! It's the #1 in the East versus #1 in the West.
And an offensive foul back the other way this time as Antwi gets charged for it, and it's Fahid since the quarter started. David for Antwi plus the foul. That's a huge moment here.
Yeah, this is a massive, massive moment.
But Martin strips it away from Antwi, and now he'll slow it down here with his team up by 3 with possession. Will they do it? It's turned over. Antwi will scoop it up and put it home, but it won't matter. The Durham Lords are your 2025 provincial champions, and they're back on top of the podium for the first time since 1997.
They got us that game. They had our number that game. They did a lot after they won. Fair and square, 100%. They got their win. But it's just like, they're talking on the internet and doing a bunch of extracurricular activities with our logos and stuff. So it's like, all right, we got in the change room, we see all that on our phone. People are sending it to us right after we lost. Like, this is what they're doing, like use this as motivation. So we're like, okay, that's fine. You want to do that? We're going to see you again at Nationals. We needed that storybook ending.
The 2 Alpha Ontario teams, Humber and Durham. It is the 2025 CCAA Men's Final. This clue. And the quick hands from Durham.
Happy about that shot.
Corner pocket 3. Splash! Here is Grant. Right down Rexdale Boulevard. And Menzies. Durham might be the Lord of Ontario, but for the 8th time in school history, Humber are the Kings of Canada. They're your 2025 CCAA champions.
A lot of emotions between both teams. 2 of my sisters came. It was big to have her come on, especially since my sister has won a ring herself. A lot of tears were shed that day. I was in the corner by myself and I got angry. And I just said it out loud. I said, yo, remember when Matt said that you're going to beat us again? And I was so mad, like, the tears just started to drop. And then I started celebrating again. So my next step, I'm looking to stay, do 1 more year out. Just going to use this 1 more year to develop.
I don't think I'll stop anytime soon.
I think he just finishes his career at Humber. He becomes a Rexdale legend. Just somebody that everybody knows was a great basketball player. Somebody who was just a great person for the community.
He's gonna do better for himself, so I know he's gonna do something great.
He's just a great person. He's grown up to be a great person, so that's the way I see him.
I learned that giving up isn't something that you should always do. When things don't go your way, keep pushing. Don't let the little bumps on the road stop you.
Even if it's a wall, then just break that wall. There's always going to be some challenges. There's always going to be adversity.